Yes, we are.
Welcome back, guys, to OLC's Key with your host.
Wait, can we put that down?
Oh, yeah. Put that down. Or should
Oh,
we?
I'm supposed to put it down.
There you go. Okay, it's down. Welcome back to OLC's Key, where we observe, love, and create. And you're here with your host, Dutti, and
Joyce.
hello. So, we have a topic for this podcast.
Yep.
As you've probably read the title. We're going to be diving into immigration, or story, how we moved to Canada as German immigrants and how we lived there, whole process, vibe, what happened, how we felt, and then how we came back to Germany and how it is now. Give more insight because people seem pretty interested. And yeah, our first two podcasts did fairly well.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who watched.
Thank you, everyone who watched.
We were not expecting that.
No, we were not. We got a bunch of watch hours.
Insta DM messages, YouTube comments,
Followers, hundreds of views on all our shorts across platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's pretty cool.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, so we'll kick it off with, how are you doing, Joyce, today? How are you?
I'm feeling pretty slumped.
Why is that?
I didn't take a nap. I was wanting to take a nap all day.
Yeah, you said that. Multiple times today.
Yeah, but I just couldn't nap. There was just a lot of things on my mind. I just couldn't.
What was on your mind?
Too much. I don't know, just this and that.
This and that? Anything you want to share or,
Not really. It's
No.
honestly just mental stuff that everyone kind of goes through, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And now you're feeling tired.
I'm feeling...
Slumped.
Yeah.
But you ready for the pod, or?
Oh, I'm ready for the pod.
You're going to leave them hanging?
No, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. But yesterday was pretty bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was so hungover.
Oh, yeah.
So today's Saturday. Yesterday was Friday.
No, today's Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, you're slumped.
Yeah. Yeah, and Friday we went to this Greek restaurant that we
always go to.
And we're already, what's it called if you're a
regular?
we're
regulars there.
Yeah. And so the owner, he always puts like a bottle of ouzo down. Do people know what ouzo is out in Canada, America?
Oh, it's a Greek alcohol.
It's like a vodka.
Yeah, it's called ouzo.
It's
and
pretty
you get
hard.
it served at Greek restaurants.
Yeah.
And usually they come around and give you shots, not at every restaurant, but at this one especially. And he usually just, when we show up, he just puts a whole bottle on the table and just lets us be. And when he has more time, he always stops by
and takes some shots with us.
And yeah.
But you know what? I'm always the DD for mom, dad, and you.
Yeah.
So this Friday I was like, no, I need to get a little bit lit.
And you did. I haven't seen you that lit in a while. Or ever, maybe.
Yeah. Because I never drink, guys.
You were doing like avatar mating calls in the restaurant. And the restaurant was like filled. You were like, I was like, who are you?
I totally forgot about that.
It was low-key fucked.
That was
It was low-key fucked. Dude. And
she was doing that shit with me.
Mom asked me 3 times if we paid after we paid.
Yeah, she was gone.
And then I told her, and in the car, she's like, how much did we pay? And I was like, yo, take the back seat. Let's go.
Yeah, Mom was calling you a party pooper in the back. She's like, the drivers never have fun.
I had a great time.
Yeah,
you were. Music, and I can't be partying with 3 drunks in the car.
Yeah.
At 11 p.m. Like, someone needs to be somewhat focused.
Yeah. So what was your impression of me being?
Yeah, you had good energy.
Yeah.
You were happy. Very vocal about your love towards everyone in the family. Like you say, I always get physically, I show my emotions.
Yeah, he does.
You are very vocal.
Well, gotta let him
It
know.
was good. It was very nice. And you had fun. You rapped to my music and other songs in the car. It was a blast.
That was sick. But yeah, so to say the least, yesterday wasn't good at all.
We were hungover, but we hit the gym at 6 a.m.
Yeah, tell him the story about that.
We go to the gym.
Well, first of all, Dustin leaves to go to the gym.
At like 5:50.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I hear Joyce, Dusty.
Out the window.
It's like still almost dark out. I look up and I don't really see you because it's dark.
Yeah.
You're like, where are you going? I was like, the gym. Should I come? And I was like, that's up to you. She's like, okay. And then I went back upstairs and you got ready.
Yeah, I was like, I want to come.
I was like, because I looked in your room. I was like, she's dead. Drank a lot.
Dude, I was still drunk.
But I don't know how you heard me or how you decided.
I just heard the door close and I'm like, something's off here. And then I look out the window. I'm like, he's going to the gym. I want to go.
Yeah, that's cool that you came. I was very happy.
So then we went to the gym.
Yes, funny gym story. So I was going to the gym in the morning because it's a decently small gym and I like to work out alone. Yeah. And there's always these guys. There's one guy who goes at 6 a.m. who loves to talk. And I'm a fairly good listener, so the second people know that, they just share their whole life story with me. Mm-hmm. But it got so bad that I then started going at 5 a.m. where I met another guy. When it's just two guys in a small gym, eventually you start talking. Yeah. But if they talk too much and they're not kind of getting the hints that I want to do my stuff, then it can get annoying. Mm-hmm. But we told them that we were doing our thing. But he was there, so Joyce met him. And we show up. And he's like, oh, Saturday, you guys come this early to the gym on Saturdays? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, of course. Every day is Monday. Yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. He's never met you. No. He doesn't even know if you're my sister or girlfriend.
Yeah, but he was up on my shit.
Joyce goes up. I put her on. Joyce is still experimenting with all the machines.
Yeah, I'm not a machine gal, so.
So we're just trying to get her moving, trying things, and I put her on a lat pull down machine and I get her the plastic grips because she has very soft hands. Yeah. And I think that would be smart.
The other ones hurt so much.
Yeah, the metal ones with the ridges or whatever. And he shows up and just wanted to.
He's like, those are uncomfortable. I think you should try the other ones.
Yeah, there's better ones. Like
he goes to the box, is like scrambling through the box. Then he finds that he attaches it like all up in my shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, thanks. And
after I told him the metal ones, he got rubber ones. He's like, you can't take the plastic ones. I'll get other ones. Yeah. So I was like, let's just let him do it. He's being kind. He did get better ones than the ones you had. Yeah. I totally forgot about
those. Those were good.
The rubber ones are nice. The ones I use those too.
Yeah. Then he told me to get these types of gloves.
Yeah. He then gave her advice to get black sponges for her hands so they don't hurt, and then she doesn't have to spend money on gloves. Mm-hmm. So that was.
And then he's like, "So you're a beginner."
So you're a beginner, huh? Like, yeah. You know.
I'm like, I guess.
So then you started doing the exercise, and now he's just standing there,
he's
like
just staring
4 meters away from her, and just like, yeah, shoulders back. You know, you gotta hit the shoulders, right?
What?
And I was like, okay, just. He's a nice guy.
I was going to say something. I was on the verge, but I'm like, I don't want no tension here.
Because he kept leaving and doing his thing. And then lately you just show up and watch.
Dude, he was using 10 different machines. Yeah. Like he was like, boom, 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 boom,
He hits everything.
He hits everything.
He hits every machine. And like at the end, he was on the ground doing reverse pole crunches, bicycles. I don't know.
I have a bit of that.
Yeah. He was killing it.
He was on the grind.
And then he's like, so Joyce, like, yeah, you coming every day? And
I'm like, no, I have a weird work schedule.
We got to get you a plan for that.
Yeah, like, you know what? That you hit every body part in one go. And I'm like, okay, Yeah.
But after that, that was my limit. At that point, the next time he would have said something, I was like, hey man, I appreciate it, but we're gonna do our thing here.
Yeah, like I got this. She already has a personal trainer. She doesn't need two.
And it's like they don't know anything about who you are, if you're sick, if you have back pain, what your goal is. Are you training for an injury? Are you training a certain stretch? It's like they come to the gym, it's like full rep, full max.
Yeah.
But
I think he just wanted to be loving.
Yeah.
So
the first time I met him, just comes up to me, tells me about his kids, his job, his wife, his vacation he went on, what he did as a teen, and then he told me about bodybuilder movies.
Oh.
Like all just told me straight out year they were made. Next day I come to the gym, he's there. He's like, "Yo, so did you watch the movies?" I was like, "No, I did not.
I didn't get to make that happen."
And that's when I started going at 5 a.m. But yeah, he. So we went to the gym.
Yeah, I wish him well. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So we went to the gym when you were hungover.
Yeah, and now it's today. Today was better. What did we do today? Oh yeah, I went out with a friend of mine. We went to this. What's it called? Flea market. Oh, flea market. I got some cute stuff, and then we went out for lunch. We got a big ass pizza and a salad, and yeah, I invited her. Well, she was gonna pay, and I was like, "No, I insist."
Oh, you paid for it?
Yeah, well, because she was gonna pay, and I was like, "No, let me pay." And then she's like, "Okay, well, I'll get it on the next one."
That's nice.
Yeah. So
I had a girl day.
Yeah, we did. It was really nice. So, yeah.
But you were still recovering from the days before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna get that drunk for another year. Like that happens once every blue moon. That was not good. I'm surprised I didn't throw up.
There's nothing negative about it. You had a good time, came home safe, didn't vomit.
True. I just don't like drinking that much. I don't know. Because I do get very emotional and I think super deep about things.
Yeah, that's from our father's side.
Very emotional creatures.
Yeah, especially when they drink. Like loving emotion, not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not aggression.
Which I don't have. I'm more my mom. I'm more, I guess I.
You're very loving.
But I don't shed tears like they do.
Yeah, I could have shed a ton of tears that night.
Yeah.
But I was strong.
You pulled through.
Yeah. But anyways, how are you feeling?
Quite good.
Yeah.
I had a killer week.
Really?
Killer week since the last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's been
going well.
Going really well.
Oh. Cool. Well, thanks for all that info.
Should I dive into it?
Do you want to? Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting.
Well, last episode was I guess I could dive into it. Because I was like, should we get on the topic or should we?
We can get into that topic right away.
Yeah, okay. Well, last video was about addictions.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about sugar.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually been off sugar since that day, basically. Like, there's been 1 or 2 days where I had sugar.
Like yesterday, the mini donuts?
Yeah. Yesterday I had mini donuts at the fair in town. But that was unavoidable.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to the fair.
But I've been sugar and carbohydrate clean since that podcast, which was like 8-9 days. And my skin got better. My goal is to have energy all throughout the day without those stupid crashes.
Yeah.
But I'm still getting those crashes at work sometimes where it's like I do not want to walk anymore. I just want to sit.
Ooh.
And that's usually when I'd have a Red Bull or some sort of stupid sugar.
Yeah.
And now I just have honey, which is a sugar. But I think it's better to just have honey than to have Coke, chocolate, this and that and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having sucralose and stevia as replacements just to get off of the sugar. It just seems to me that sugar is worse than those at the moment.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
Trying to. It also helps that you're not hungry, matter of fact. It's kind of like self-explanatory. Don't be hungry so you don't snack.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I tried intermittent fasting, but then you get hungry, and then if you don't have anything available, you snack.
Yeah.
So now I eat a big breakfast, just meat or just meat and eggs. And that helps me. I eat that at 8 after the gym. And then I eat after work at like 5 p.m. And that's usually my day. And then I don't have to snack in between. And if I do get an intense sugar craving, I have honey.
Yeah.
And that seemed to work well. I sleep like a baby. I feel good.
Keep at it.
Yeah. How did the quitting the nicotine go with September 1st?
I was trying to avoid that. I was like, I hope he doesn't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. It didn't work.
Yeah,
but
we'll stay on it.
I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah, you'll get over it.
Yeah, I will.
But setting a date don't work.
Mm-hmm.
That just clarifies it.
Yeah, that just proved the point.
Yeah. But you'll get to it.
I'll get to it. But yeah.
Good.
That's that.
That's that.
Okay, well, let's jump into the top.
So now that we got that out of the way, a couple of our friends are interested in the story of our immigration, leaving, what's it like, where we've been. We dived into the whole story of our life in the first episode.
Check that out if you haven't already.
So we wanted to dive into that.
Mm-hmm.
So we left Germany when I was 9 and you were
6.
Yeah, so Papa Bear, Mama Bear told us we were leaving the country.
Mm-hmm.
Just one day suddenly told us. And I was very young. You were younger.
Yeah.
But you always seem to remember more than me.
Yeah.
So what do you remember from those days?
Of them telling you or of us getting there?
Yeah, like telling, selling, getting there. Like, do you remember that phase of...
Yeah, a little bit. I remember them telling us that in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We were sitting at the table, and I was like, I just remember it super...
Vaguely?
Mm-hmm. But I remember my first day at school.
Yeah?
At Morris School.
How do you remember that?
Not the whole entire day, but I just remember me walking into the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and Dad were there. And they stayed until O Canada was over. Because after O Canada, class always started.
Yeah.
So the national anthem.
Yeah, which we don't do in Germany.
No.
So when we got there, all of a sudden they play the national anthem. Everyone stands up, removes their hats. First culture shock.
Yeah, so that was just, I still just remember me looking at Mom, and I had tears in my eyes. I was so scared, and then I started crying, and I was begging her not to leave. I didn't want to be there. Then I also remember we always had to do show and tell. I think it was every week in kindergarten. I don't know, show and tell. So you had to pick an object or something that you liked, and then you had to talk about it. And I'm pretty mad at the teacher still to this day because she pulled me up. And I'm like, bro, I don't know any English. Why are you doing this to me? But I guess she maybe wanted to get
you into everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't even know what to show and tell. Like, I got the gist of it, but I had a Despicable Me t-shirt on. No, not Despicable Me. What's it called?
Minions?
The Despicables?
The
big dude and the baby has all
the
those superpowers.
Incredibles.
The Incredibles. And of the sister with the red hair.
Mm.
Yeah, and she was on my shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was up there and I was just like pointing at my shirt and I didn't know what. But there was a guy in my class.
Manwe?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out if you ever watch this. And I just kept looking to him, and I was trying. I don't know. He was helping me, and he was like whispering in my ear, and it was just so bad, and I was so embarrassed, and I got giggled at from
The kids.
Yeah, you know who. Yeah, so it wasn't the best experience, but that's really only the bad thing I remember in the first year. I mean, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Oh my gosh, yeah, and another just a quick funny story. There was also this Russian girl in my class, Russian-German girl, in kindergarten, and she punched me in the nose.
Oh.
At the assembly, and I just started to bleed. But we were actually always chill. She just punched me one day, and I'm like, yeah.
Damn.
And then I also remember a story. Okay, this has nothing really to do with the topic, but I think this was in grade 1 or grade 2. We always built these snow forts during recess. Yeah, and this one chick, she just came and totally crushed my snow fort. Like, she kicked it. And I don't know, I must have just been the German in me or something, but I pushed her to the ground. Like, I tackled her, and I was getting so pissed at her. And then I got in pretty big trouble. Like, they called mom and dad up. And, yeah, but my dad's like, good for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't let him treat you like shit.
That's cool.
But yeah, that has nothing to do with anything really.
Yeah, that's
that
a
was
story, man.
Just a
Fits
fun
in.
story to pop in there.
So let's go to the first question.
Yeah.
What has the whole experience taught you? Or what did you learn about leaving, moving across the continents?
You should answer that because I just did a lot of talking.
Okay. Well, the biggest thing I learned was probably that the grass is not greener on the other side. When we were there, it was always like you felt separated, first of all, because you're different in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But you always think that back home, Germany, I guess, even though we don't really remember it, we were 9 and you were like 6.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, in Germany, this wouldn't happen.
But Dad was always super
patriotic.
Yes.
So then eventually you develop this mindset of, oh, this wouldn't happen in Germany, and oh, Germany is better, and this is a Canadian thing, and you always think it would have been better in Germany. And people are not like this in Germany, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And now that we're back here, once again, I notice that, first of all your problems come with you wherever you are.
Yeah.
I noticed that even just moving around in Canada, but coming across, everything stays the same.
Yeah.
Like, your problems are your problems. And second of all, maybe if one thing is better here, there's automatically one thing that's worse here than there is in Canada.
Yeah.
Or the things you thought that were better here are just exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
So grass is not greener. Besides, if you have some weather preferences or 24/7 store options, because stores are there open longer and on Sundays, and maybe laws and things like that, there's differences if you consider those to be grass is greener.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's something I learned.
Yeah.
Because I was with my coworker the other day, and he's like, I always think that here in Germany, the girls are not as loyal as they are in Canada and things, or another thing we're talking about. I was like, whatever you think is happening here, the same thing is happening over there.
Yeah, because the Americans and the Canadians think that European girls are super loyal.
Yeah, it's like if they cheat here, they cheat there. If they're loyal there, you can find loyal girls here. Mm-hmm. Or it's like, oh, people are so rude here. I bet in Canada they're super nice. Canada, they are nice, but there's also rude people there.
Exactly. It's
And in Canada, you're like, oh, Germany, they're so smart over there. And then you come here and you have the same amount of dumb people as you did there, or smart people.
Yeah.
So that kind of humbled me in a way, or brought me some sort of peace. Instead of always comparing good versus bad, it's like, make the best out of where you are.
Yeah, they're both even.
Even on that spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I got that across.
No, I got you, so hopefully they get you too. But
what did you learn?
That was kind of what I was going to say too, was just about the people. I always thought that the people there, I don't know. I don't know if I should. Like, I had a hard time connecting with the people there.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, I always felt misunderstood. But now that I'm here, I feel just as misunderstood. You know? In the friend groups that, well, we don't have friend groups here. But when we do hang out with people, I feel that same
distance,
yeah. And, yeah. And another thing that I learned is that friends can be your family. You know, I used to be super, family is always going to be there for you.
Blood is thicker than water.
Mm-hmm. And us being here has made me realize that just some family members aren't family.
And
just
some friends we have are family.
Our family. And yeah, it was really eye-opening here to deal with the family and the drama. But I'm also super grateful for the experience, just so we know they're really there for us at the end of the day when we need them. And some family members just aren't, and that's fine. But that was super eye-opening.
Yeah, touching on that, also, if you move a lot, you also see who truly sticks to you. Yeah. Because if you're always in the same place for a period of time, I guess everyone follows you or keeps in touch to keep that social peace. Yeah. And if you move, that's an easy way to disconnect or cut off people. Yeah. And it also shows you who really sticks and follows you. Yeah. Like, who
supports you, who still reaches out.
And we see the people that still follow us and like our stuff, and we see you. And that's
the people who supported OLC and reposted our OLC. Like, I will never forget who those people are. Yeah. Who support even just Dustin's music. I see you and I know who you are and I won't forget you. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, or when I made my new account way back, when I switched, I had like 140 followers, and I was like, those people, okay, those are sticking. Yeah, those are. So that's what you learn moving a lot, or yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah. Another thing you learned?
There's so much. I mean, another language.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest blessing of
best thing I ever learned.
English.
Yeah. Another thing I learned how to, moving all these multiple different times, I learned how to not really attach myself to anything. And yeah, it taught me to not be so
attached.
Yeah, exactly.
You did that. You said it perfectly.
But yeah, I don't know.
It's Buddha in a way. You're free from attachment.
Yeah, because I also always thought, when I was in Canada, I always thought Germany is my home, and it will always be my home. But now that I'm here, I'm like, what is home?
Wait, we'll get to that question.
Oh, well.
You're jumping right ahead, but no, keep going.
No, go ahead.
No, that's true. So you don't get attached to as much, especially from all the moving, right? You always lose stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Another thing that I learned was, in a way, to be a shapeshifter. when I was here in Germany, or when you get born into a certain place, group, or area, you sort of become someone, and then you fit into that group, and that's sort of, almost all the time your trajectory for life.
Yeah.
You have that group, you have those interests, and little will change around that. But moving there, and I guess not having, first of all, the language or the same interests as people, different culture, you sort of have to adapt to fit in.
Yeah.
And that was a thing I had to learn, was how do you fit into groups if you're the outcast? And eventually I started fitting into a lot of groups. Like, I got better with it. First of all, you just have to show extreme interest in people, and then they sort of allow you into the group.
Yeah.
Just be friendly and kind. But I think that was a skill of mine, to just fit into every group in a way.
Yeah. I totally agree. That was like that for me too. I connected with almost every single group, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah. And
I was in no group, but I was in every group.
Right?
Yeah.
And then other people would be like, oh, why are you in that group? Or
yes!
How do you, I don't get along with them, or they're too different. And it doesn't matter. Yeah,
like the super popular girls in high school, but then I'd be chilling with my stoner group. Then I'd be chilling with, it's just,
It's a good skill we learned.
But I never really felt like I belonged in any single group. But I was so chill with all of them.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, guys. Yeah. That's very relatable.
Definitely skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you were very, Dustin was very popular.
Would you say that?
Okay. The moment I realized you were popular, especially in, was that? Yeah, Morris. But there were even people from Morden there. I went to this grad party, and I walk into the grad party, and everyone's like, oh my God, Dustin's sister, where's Dustin? Is Dustin here? From so many people. I felt like a celebrity there.
Well, that's actually heartwarming.
I'm like, hey guys, yeah, I'm the sister.
Yeah, shit, I'm the second best thing.
Yeah, and then, they were a little bit like, oh damn, Dustin's not here, but no, I was shocked. I'm like, wow, Dustin really had an impact on these people.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, if you're ever watching.
Yeah, I miss you too.
I was like, damn, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fit in. The last school I didn't fit in too well. Grade 12 in Alberta.
Yeah, Memorial.
Yeah, that was 1 year. I had 1 year, and I couldn't adapt that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it was kind of, I feel like, yeah.
But I did that year, and it was over.
Yeah, you made it out.
Yeah. Cool.
That's
what we learned. Most important things.
Yeah.
So the second question was, what was the hardest thing? Have we touched on that? The hardest thing about...
The hardest thing for me were probably always the goodbyes.
Oh, that's deep.
Dude. But no, yeah. Yeah.
The goodbyes.
Yeah, that makes me get pretty...
I didn't even think about that.
What was... I don't know. I just... moving around in Canada was all right, but... yeah, there was this one person, too, was the last person I said goodbye to in Canada. And that one...
Hurt.
That one ripped me.
Yeah.
And then the next day we flew. So the goodbyes were I think the hardest part for me. Just kind of looking back at our place that we sold in 11 days, I'm like, hey, this is kind of bittersweet in a way. I was excited, but
it was a rush.
Yeah, what about you?
The hardest part. The hardest part. Well, initially the language.
Oh, yeah.
But once we had that,
That wasn't even that hard for me. I don't
'Cause
even remember struggling that
Yeah,
much.
because we kind of got through into it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you were planning on moving, I guess the language part, if you see it in our parents.
Yeah, that was really hard for my mom.
I guess the whole fitting in thing was hard at the beginning. I definitely had to adjust, and I definitely became a person that I wouldn't have become if I stayed here. Because here I was like bigger than life. What I hear from my uncle and people, I was head first.
Yeah.
You know, ADHD, I guess you could say, always in the scene. And there I became drawn back, introverted, quiet.
Yeah.
Also avoiding conflict, because it's like, if you have no friends and you gather a group of friends, then you don't want to cause conflict or stress that might jeopardize you losing that group. So in a way, the hardest thing was to, I guess, fit in and then maintain that.
Yeah.
But we learned the skill out of it, how to adapt to all those.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as I'm making it sound now.
No.
It's all good.
Yeah. But
yeah, hardest thing. What else was?
I feel like maybe
because we were still children, right? What did you say?
Oh, are we always just talking about the very beginning?
No.
Okay.
But we're talking about more of our perspective as children, because I can't really know how hard it was for our parents getting the documents.
But we could talk about what it was like immigrating back.
We could also do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I just
True.
there.
Oh yeah, of course. Hard moving back.
Like, were goodbyes hard for you, or was the environment change different for you? Like changing environments?
At the end, I didn't really have goodbyes anymore. At the last part.
Besides your coworker, I barely had goodbyes either. The last move. Yeah, when we moved here,
Yeah.
I had like, what, 2 people in my life? Yeah.
I said bye to my homie, but I was like, we'll see each other soon. And he was just here, so.
Yeah, Triton, shout out.
And you saw your homie.
What homie?
The one that was here.
Oh, yeah, Kayla. Sorry, Kayla. Yeah, I miss her.
Yeah, so the hardest thing was, I guess, adapting back to the culture. Getting back into it, learning how to get used to the German way. Being German without knowing how to be German. That was weird. Because in Canada, it's like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
And here, if you say, hey, how's it going? They're like, what?
Yeah, even if you say hello to someone on the street, they're like, when someone says hello to me on the street, I even get shocked. I'm like, whoa, did I just get spoken to?
I still try to maintain that.
I do too. When I walk past people, I'm like, hello.
But the what's up thing, how you doing? I had to get rid of that. That does not work here.
No, at the with the cashiers and no.
No, that even happened at the London airport when we were waiting there. I go up to this coffee shop. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, good. What do you want? I was like, yo, totally forgot that's only like, is that an American thing too? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, howdy, how's it going?
Yeah. But no,
I love that actually.
I do too.
Because the more you communicate, the more you release tension.
Yeah, and it kind of builds a community, just knowing what's up with her in the bakery today.
Yeah. Usually it's not big.
Yeah, but
things.
Sometimes they're like, you know. And I'm like, okay. And then I try to put a smile on their face.
But even just if it's not that big of a reply.
Yeah, it's still.
You can feel their tone. You can feel their energy better than silence. Silence is a danger. It's not.
I agree.
It can be a dangerous thing, but it is weird energy.
I agree.
So I miss that a lot.
I miss that too.
Holding doors and more relaxed. We could hop right into differences.
Yeah, let's do that.
Canada's definitely more peaceful, relaxed, easy on the horns in the driving areas.
Yeah.
More space.
Yeah.
Not as rushed.
Yeah.
More and bigger parking.
Do you agree that Germany has better drivers though?
driving on Canada doesn't have the Autobahn, the highway that doesn't have a speed limit.
Yeah.
Germany does.
Yeah.
To drive on the Autobahn, you need to know not a lot, but a couple rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the people on the Autobahn, they follow those rules to a T. Like, I have maybe once had a problem on the Autobahn, but everyone just cares for each other. Because it's like people are moving at high speeds, like 200 to 300 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, it's intense.
Like you gotta be careful. And if I'm ripping down the left lane, people see me, people will move.
Like blinker.
People are careful. They watch, they signal back if there's a hazard. They do light switches. They give you some type of signal.
If there's a cop around the corner.
Yeah.
No, they're pretty on it here.
On the Autobahn, yeah. In the streets, too, I've never seen really an accident.
Me
The
neither.
streets are tighter. They don't seem to have problems with that.
But I also think they have like this big of a freaking book to read. And it costs so much money.
To get your license.
And they have to go through this very long process actually to even just, get a license.
They're definitely more educated.
Ooh.
I don't know what like the crash rate is compared to the countries and like the death rate.
That would be interesting to look into, but in Canada it's almost too easy to get a license. I'm like, but then again, they don't have the Autobahn and the tight roads and
the population on a certain spot.
True. But I would say maybe the drivers are better here, but
yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen too many crashes.
They're pretty rude though.
They're quick to honk.
Like I literally it's about to like I'm about to freaking drive and they already honked. Like it just turned green. A millisecond ago. If I'm not already rolling, they honk at me. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No,
Happened.
Oh my God.
Firecracker.
You stay chill.
I'm a chill man.
But no, I've never been honked at that much in my life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got honked at the other week, but I deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut into his lane, but like, who doesn't once in a while?
I cut into someone's lane too.
And they honk?
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, it was a long honk.
It was like,
yeah.
I'm like, shit, sorry, dog.
Sorry.
It can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I also don't like the bikes.
Oh my God.
Man.
Don't get me started.
I don't know if it's the Europeans. I guess it is the Europeans. They love to bike.
I just don't understand. We have sidewalks that are literally always empty, okay? They're always
empty.
And we already have this type of roads. People have to park on the roads because we don't have parking spots. Besides, if you're going grocery shopping, then there's a parking lot. But we already have to, like, swerve around the cars and da-da-da. And then there's a freaking bike driver. Bike rider.
Biker.
Multiple of them, too. And it's like, why are you not on the sidewalk?
I guess the people with their speed bike want to be on the road.
I get that.
Because they want to cruise faster.
I don't like them either. But I'm like, okay, I understand. Like, you kind of, that's your hobby, you
but
know.
if it's like a grandma or like or a child.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I also see it like as a safety thing. If I was a child, I would rather be like 10 meters away from the road on the sidewalk.
I usually see the children on the sidewalks.
Yeah?
Yeah. But these old ass people who can barely even ride a bike, they're like wobbly. They're on the freaking road.
Or like a big basket on the front just came from the bakery.
What are you doing?
I guess that's how they grew up. It's just ingrained.
Why? Because they're trying to follow the law?
No, I guess because back in the day, they didn't have that many sidewalks and everything was on the roads.
Because Dad said that it's actually like the law that you're supposed to go onto the road with your bike. I don't know if that's still, a thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But if you really want to be that big of a rule follower, then you should be wearing a helmet as well, because that's also illegal.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand.
Yeah. So you gotta watch out for the bikers.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Do you have any other big differences?
The snacks.
The snacks?
Yeah. I'm a really big chip girl. And yeah. Let's not cap. I am a chip girl.
You're a chip girl?
And yeah, I low-key miss the chips there.
Yeah.
Like the spicy Doritos.
Definitely unhealthier, even if it's the same snack. Like
They are
I don't know, Canada.
they're healthier here.
Yeah.
Healthier.
Well, we have way more health or ingredient regulations than they do in Canada.
We have like 1,000 less ingredients allowed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Canada, everything just tastes even more intense
Mm-hmm.
and better and more delicious.
Yeah.
But it also, like, I have a sensitive gut.
It's really bad out there. 'Cause when Kayla sent us that package, or sent me that package, those snacks made me feel kind of sick. 'Cause I think my body has already adjusted so much to the food here that when I was eating those snacks, it wasn't feeling too good.
That's why me and Mom always had problems with Canadian snacks in a way. Especially Mom. Like, she couldn't eat. She had to be very careful.
Yeah.
And then same with me. But here, it's still, like, I still have my issues if I have too much plant oils or sweeteners.
Yeah.
Or certain types of sugar.
But
it's better.
it is better. Another thing I noticed. So, in Canada, when you're in a relationship, you're very, maybe not as friendly to other people. Like let's say you're a guy and you have a girlfriend. You wouldn't really see the guy going and hugging other girls.
Yeah.
Like, they're very together. I'm not saying the people, like, the Germans aren't together. I kind of like that the Germans are so chill about it. But here it's like a guy will come up to me and I will see his girlfriend there, and he just hugs me. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like, and I'm like, is this weird? Like, is she gonna not like me because I'm hugging her boyfriend?
Yeah.
It's different here.
Yeah, I noticed that too when we went to that one barbecue, and then I knew that they were together and they were together, and then they're all friends, the whole circle.
Yeah, and everyone's hugging each other. It's like a big family.
And then they were also even kissing, like, each other on the cheek.
Yeah.
And what do they say? They don't say baby. They say Schatz. Schatz, which means, like, treasure.
Yeah.
And it's like your boyfriend's there and you're calling him a treasure and him a treasure, giving him a kissy. That was a shock to me at first.
I kind of like it. They're very
trustworthy.
That's very trustworthy. Like, yeah.
Because it's not really anything bad. It's like, hey.
Like, that's your homie. You're in the friend group. Why can't you greet them, kiss them on the cheek, be like, hey, like, you are also a treasure. Because they're not so predatorial. And I think that's a positive thing.
I think that is a positive thing.
So that's what really was like, am I doing something wrong here? Like, sorry if I just hugged your boyfriend, because I'm very, like, if you have a girlfriend, I'm literally, like, swerving out of the way. I don't even really want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm scared too of taking girls. I'm always like, shit, if the boyfriend sees me near here.
Like, talking to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't, especially if I'm in a new group, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's it too. It's like,
Who's that?
But I think all of them were pretty chill.
No.
Yeah, so, that's another thing that I noticed. It was cool.
Yeah, that's a difference.
Yeah.
Other little differences, Canada's cold.
Yeah.
Very cold.
That's the obvious.
Canada, which weirdly is ginormous, and if you think about it, is just a mountain.
Yeah.
And forest, has way better internet than this centralized European
It's so bad.
powerhouse of a country.
Like, you would expect Germany to be
To have the fastest internet on the planet.
Yeah, it's not like that.
And signal service.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a third world country here with phone signals.
Yeah.
But phones are a phone plan. In Canada, we paid $120 a month.
Yeah, it was
Here we
crazy
pay
there.
like $20 to $40 a month.
For unlimited data.
Yeah. So like you pay 50, you got 250 gigs, which is unlimited basically. And
Yeah, when am I ever going to use that?
yeah, and I paid $20 for 10 gigs or 20 gigs.
Yeah, I don't have that yet, though. I ran out last month with 15 gigs.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's kind of crazy.
But I also I miss the winters there because at least they have sunny winters. Our winters are just
drowsy,
cloudy,
like London.
rainy, so bad.
Can be depressing.
Like, I'd rather have snow and the sun just be beaming and everything's bright than just waking up and it's just like gloomy every day
and wet.
Yeah.
And like cold and slush.
Because it's still cold here. It's a different type of cold. It's like a
a
wet
different
cold.
kind of cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of cold.
Just like I think the heat is different here too. It feels very tropical.
Well, Berlin area is kind of like a swamp.
Yeah.
So it is.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't either. It feels like I'm literally
True, I do
on some type of
miss
island.
that. I do miss that Canadian winter. I don't think I would say that like a year ago, but
I miss the sun. That's
true.
the brightness. I don't think I miss the snow.
And the temperatures.
Yeah, but
Well, let's say we do move to Idaho
mm-hmm.
or Oregon, then we still have that energy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Europe probably isn't gonna be the place for us forever.
No. Yeah, we're thinking about moving again
Mm-hmm.
later. See how life goes and where we're gonna go, but I'm planning. Well, I'm trying to find the best place to live in America, and I seem to land on Oregon or Idaho, maybe Northern California. I don't know. Those seem to be right now the things on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Might change, but we'll see.
Because we are trying to not be here.
No. Oh, yeah. To the question, where do we belong? So moving around a lot, I think we've lost our feeling of belonging.
Yeah, exactly.
And sort of the feeling of patriotism.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm nothing. I'm just human.
Yeah, sort of like I belong to God.
Yeah, I don't
to get
belong to any
spiritual.
certain group. I'm just
Or flag.
one with everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be separated by a border. I don't want to be separated by a flag.
Yeah.
I think patriotism has its perks, but I think it brings separation, and that separation brings conflict.
Yeah.
It's like me against you, my flag against yours.
That was me in Canada. Like, that's... it's so embarrassing to even think back at it, but I was very...
Pro-Germany.
I don't know. Yeah, very... I thought that we were the best.
Yeah, well, we got raised by a patriotic father. But now, moving around a lot, he also lost his patriotism.
No, he's like, fuck this place.
Yeah, he lost his patriotism.
Mm-hmm. But look, I mean, his dad was... Yeah, it's just... we have a very, very German family. Very.
Like German roots as far as we can go.
Extreme. So, it's not bad that dad was... That's just how he was raised. That's what he was used to.
And I feel like every single person is patriotic to their...
I low-key agree.
...community or their flag. I don't think anybody grows up in a country and is immediately against that country. I think you love your flag. And I think that's...
Which
Yeah.
I have nothing against.
No.
I'm just not like that.
Anymore. Because we moved everywhere and you feel at home where family is.
Yeah.
Where you rest. And those people become your community. and every country has its cool history. Every country has its perks.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, no, we want to move to America.
we want to move to America,
We were thinking Texas at first.
but it's hot.
It was hot, and just for me personally, like I don't want my children, because I always already think about my children and their future, and just the guns.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the biggest turn off for me, besides the weather. But that was, I don't like that.
The guns.
Not cool. I don't see anything cool about that.
Yeah, I want to see how the whole gun movement develops. I believe that people should have guns to protect against tyranny, which we
That's
in
fine.
recent years saw develop pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone going into a Walmart and getting a gun, that's
like you
pretty
can just
sus.
you can turn 18 and you can just go buy a gun.
That's sus.
That's disgusting.
That's fucked.
Like that's yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you go through these mental checks and you have to do these tests for it, and
Germany's definitely, of course, way strict on it.
yeah. But do we ever have some dudes
School shooting? No. Rare.
Exactly. And I just don't. I'm not trying to walk into Walmart and there's just two dudes with AK-47s on their side. Like,
yeah, I was watching this guy. I was looking at homes in America, and the guy on YouTube, the real estate agent, just Glock. And it's like, I get the protection thing, but how safe are you truly if you always have to carry a Glock with you?
or is it just a poser type of thing? Like, oh, I have a gun.
It's definitely an image. It's image.
It's a personality trait. Then almost like, oh, I'm the guy with the gun.
Yeah, because you can play that out, right? It's like, for America, for safety. I totally believe that everyone responsible should have a gun in their home.
Yeah, because I won't mind if my husband is like, I have a gun in the house. It's in the safe.
Yeah.
Because if I have to protect
I'm
the family,
trained. I know how to use it.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot that guy down. Then, I mean, yes, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, if life-threatening.
Yeah, but and I definitely like want if I have sons, which hopefully, if we have a big shooting range on the property and they get to shoot some guns and stuff, I have no problem with that. But it needs to be.
You need to teach your children how to use tools like that.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I hope my husband will know how to deal with all that too. Cause
I don't even know what it's like in Idaho and Oregon. I think Idaho is pretty lenient.
Yeah.
But I think Texas is getting like a lot of media attention about all of that.
As it should.
I'm not that big on the news there right now, but I heard about the school shootings and they're kind of going crazy, so it doesn't seem to be.
I mean, it's not just in Texas that there's school shootings, but it's
all over America.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
But
yeah, so I'm very interested how that will change for the better or the worse.
Yeah, you should check the criminal stats though on those states too. It just needs to like.
And Idaho is still pretty close to Canada, so I feel like you're getting more. The northern part of America is more lonely than the southern.
Yeah. But.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully, we'll be there soon enough.
Yeah. Settle down. I don't know how fast, but.
Settle down. I have no idea how my life is gonna go.
No.
Like, if I want to pop out those kids, how am I still gonna be on the go? Well, first of all. Find someone.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So, I don't know. I think my plan is just going to move a little further back, which is fine.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I need to find someone.
Yeah. I always wonder, what are they doing right now? Like, what is my sister-in-law doing right now? Or what is my husband doing right now?
Probably on a podcast.
No. He might even be thinking about me right now.
Maybe.
Or he's just, cooking up some steak or I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, shout out to our future mates.
Spouses.
Yes, we're excited for y'all.
So back to immigration.
Yeah.
Would you do it again, or would you put your children through it? That's a question.
Would I do it again? No, because I've already done it.
Yeah, but like, let's say, would you move to like France? Boom.
No, the thing is, I'm also never leaving my parents.
Yeah.
Like where
hypothetically, would you go into a country where you had to learn the language? Fuck no.
No.
I think English is so fucking awesome. So king.
I don't know. If I had a house in Spain, like not my settle down house forever home, but if I just, I had a house there and a house there, then I would obviously.
Well, it's just a vacation crib. That's not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. True. But what if you're like there 3 months of the year? Then
That's vacation.
Okay. True. Yeah. I don't think I would ever. No, I don't think that's for me. And my kids, no. I don't want my kids to go through that. They're going to go through other stuff, obviously, but I would never, like, let's say my parents are going to stay here, which would never be the case because they're always going to come with me. But I'm going to be like, I'm taking my children and I'm moving to America. I would never do that because I would never take their separate my parents from my children. That's just never that's not ever been in the books for me. And I think it also takes, although mom and dad did an amazing job on us, I always think it takes a village to raise children and to keep a family intact. So I would never take my children and isolate them from that.
We weren't raised by a village.
I know, and it worked out super well, but just for what I imagine is that I want to be surrounded by my family.
Yeah, that's what we gained from moving a lot too, was an intense family bond. Because when you move somewhere else where you don't fit in, then I guess you only have your family in that group. So in our case, we became extremely close. And to this day, so I could never leave my parents.
No.
No.
Like, where you go, they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope my kids get a different type of experience, which they will have.
Yes, our kids are gonna,
And they will learn 2 languages anyway. And now that we got English out of the way, they don't need to worry about that.
But German is, my kids are definitely gonna be.
Yeah, I love German too.
Fluent German speakers. That is a must. Because I feel like I can also raise them a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more firm.
Traditional German.
Just by the quotes and shit that I grew up on.
Yeah.
Like, my kids will be hearing that. Du Potzau.
Yeah.
Like, just all those little things.
You'll pass on what you've learned.
I need to pass it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
of course.
Yeah.
That's in our roots.
But would you put your kids through it?
Yeah. If they had to learn, put my kids through it. Well, it gave us this life perspective that I appreciate, but now we can pass that on to our kids. We learned a second language, which now we can pass on to our kids. I think all the lessons we truly learned about the experience, now we can just pass on.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have to put them through that. Going into my parents' shoes and leaving everything behind and going to a country where I don't speak the language, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to do other things which seem kind of crazy, but that seems... Yeah. I guess if I get thrown into it, you make the best out of it, but by choice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like Russia or
No.
Or France or
Yeah.
Africa, and just being like, yo, where are the documents at?
Yeah, like
Yeah, how do I speak?
I always think it's wild how mom and dad did that.
Yeah, they're fucked.
So fucked.
So fucked. Yeah,
Wow.
shout out mom, dad.
You guys are wild.
That's wild.
But you know what? They really took that motto to heart, YOLO.
Yeah.
That's so true. Life is so short. So make the most out of it.
Yeah, he manifested it, like we said before.
Mm-hmm.
He taped Canada on top of his on his ceiling, so he saw it every time he fell asleep, which is that's a crazy story. When I first heard that, I was like blown away. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea that he did that. And then that's how it came to be.
That's how it came to be. Oh. I love them so much.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's the other question on there? I think, oh wait, and another thing that I would want for my kids is to maybe grow up in a community and have friends
Yeah.
from their childhood and
Yeah.
kind of grow up with
Kindergarten friends. We didn't have that.
No, I think that's special too.
I think that is. Knowing the people around, knowing the people in the community. Hey,
Just
hey
like,
Tom, hey Tim.
I know Fred from grade 3, and now we're at this grad party. Like, so sick.
I think,
low-key.
yeah. I think they'll love that.
Yeah.
And they'll share that experience with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll get to live through them.
Did you want to say anything else about immigrating, moving around? Because those were all the questions I had.
No.
Yeah, if you guys want to move and you're young, you'll learn a lot.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what to do, do that.
I wouldn't
And-
do it because I'm already...
Done it.
I've done it and I'm kind of sick of it. Like, not sick of it, but I've just had my fair share. But if you haven't done it, then I say go live your life. If that's your dream, go chase it. Like if you've wanted to.
Or if you just want to be spontaneous.
Yeah, like if you just want to go to Australia for 5 years, go do that. Go live your life.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot. That's for freaking sure.
Because when you are on your deathbed, you're gonna have regrets, and you're gonna be like, maybe I should have gone to Russia for 5 years when I was 20.
Yeah.
Take the risk. I would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I think we covered a lot.
We did.
It's dark out now. And
I
it's
work
time.
tomorrow. It's 8:40. It's 8:45.
You work at 9.
I do work at 9.
Yeah, I work at 5.
Well, I get up same time you get up.
Okay, but you can chill. You can go to the gym. I'm literally like, up, and then puts. Cleaning.
True. Then you got to get up at 4.
Yeah.
And then you can chill.
We need to, before winter hits, okay, you're always supposed to do it when summer hits, but we need to clean the windows. Like, at least I do. They've been making me really...
The windows?
Yeah, ugh.
Get to it. Like, what?
I'm the cleaning lady around here.
Like a window, man.
It's hard to
Yeah?
keep after this entire place. Because I go into corners you would never go into.
That's true.
Like, every time I clean another corner. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just endless.
And you clean hundreds of homes, and then you come to your home, and you're like, you don't want to clean, huh?
Laundry, kitchen, corners, bathroom, toilet. I'm just...
Yeah, Joyce manages pretty much 75% of it.
75? I would say 85. You literally...
Let's make it 85.
Okay, I'd say 80. Because you do your room. Actually, no, I vacuum your room. I Swiffer your room, like, with the mop.
Oh, yeah, I don't even...
I clean your table.
Oh, that's nice.
You don't notice this stuff?
Shit, no. No.
I'm always getting rid of your dust, making your table all nice because it's like greased up and shit.
Thank you. I noticed that when
it's 85%.
Yeah, when it's fresh, I smell the Swiffer.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate what you do. I know the bathroom. That is like you always do that. I know that. The kitchen.
Yeah, that's like I just the bathroom needs to be clean.
Cause you never eat in the kitchen either, and I'm in the kitchen like when I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the kitchen. Like I'm whipping up like 2 big meals a day, like
But Dustin said because Dustin works so hard. Like, Dustin does a lot. So Dustin said the one way you can support me is always having everything clean. I did that anyways, but the kitchen was your main thing, right? Coming home in the kitchen just being ready to use.
I maintain the kitchen on a fair level.
Yeah.
And then...
You put it all onto the stove, and then
but I do clean it. I clean.
No, you haven't lately because you gave me the task.
Yeah.
So I have been like, even when I'm dead tired, I go and clean the kitchen.
But even the stuff I leave is like 50% of what is left over.
Yeah. Okay.
Like imagine if I didn't do anything, that thing would be the kitchen would be an absolute bomb.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I know. But
yeah, we assigned each other roles. She wants to help with the brand, with the company, the work, whatever. And I was like, if you want to help, take my tasks. Like, if I'm folding laundry, I can't work on the brand.
I always did that anyways.
Yeah, I know, but I would also take my time and sit down and then fold laundry.
True. If we have a big... yeah, that's true. But then
or
I
would go hard on the kitchen.
Yeah, it's just sometimes I just come home and I'm like, I'm not going to fold laundry. Like, I need to... Because then I have to go to Opa's and clean his place.
I know, we're busy. I know, but But
I think we maintain really well. I don't...
The whole house is clean right now.
Yeah. We're on it.
But
besides my room. That's a big issue.
Oh, I think every girl struggles with that, don't they?
I've never been the type of girl to have, like, moldy plates or just moldy stuff in her room. But, I have a really hard time with putting my clothes back.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm on a super good streak. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's... But then I'm not.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I always try to keep my room clean.
Yeah, your room is always...
Besides, like, dust and, like, cup marks.
Yeah, and your carpet and stuff, but...
True.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's up with me. I don't... Because I think I'm always so rushed while getting ready. I'm like, oh my God, I'm all over the place. What do I wear? Those jeans? No, on the ground, and then...
Not enough time, not planned out.
Yeah. But, that's the only thing I really struggle with. With everything else, I'm very picky. I have that from Mom, and Mom has that from Oma. Like, everything needs to be somewhat...
It's good.
Yeah.
We have our rules.
Yeah, but I think, yeah.
You do good.
Yeah. But anyways, we're a good team.
We are a good team.
Yeah, we always say that. But no, it's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do... I wouldn't have the time.
No, I know.
No, so...
No, you don't have the
that
time.
off my hand.
Yeah.
That's how the business gonna work.
Because Dustin works like 16 hours a day.
I try to.
But even just you working on yourself, that's a job. Like, you're working. You get up, you go to the gym. Okay, you could just see that as like a hobby. But then Dustin, he reads, he journals, before work. Then he goes to work. Then after work, he comes home. Okay, you eat. That's maybe an hour. Maybe you nap sometimes for 20 minutes. But then it's at the computer again. Like, you're constantly working. You're constantly doing something. So, yeah, don't assume that he's this lazy guy who just lets me do all the house stuff. That's not
Get
it
to
at
the
all.
kitchen while I'm watching Netflix.
Yeah, no. He does more than...
But that does sound pretty nice. Maybe I need to kick it a little bit.
then I'll kick it too. Then you'll be living in a dump here.
No.
Anyways, guys, I think I've had enough of it. Of this pod.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It was.
Oh, I'm also getting a haircut soon. Maybe it will be. I'll have it in the pod.
What are you getting?
I'm only getting like this much off.
Getting in the pod? Like you getting it here?
Dude, imagine.
We cut your hair.
No. I'm going to this lady and I'm really freaked out because I never let anyone cut my hair. The last time I got my hair cut was when Kayla was here, but I trust her, so and I knew that if something went wrong, I could get mad at her and let off some steam and be like, "Arr." But no, I would have never done that. But no, I just hope she doesn't cut too much off, you know? Anyways. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I think the pod is
coming to an end here.
Completed.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good pod. I think
If
we got the
you-
message across.
Yeah, but if you guys have any recommendations on what we could do,
Topics.
we have some pretty cool ideas that are,
We're in the works, still discussing them and planning them out.
yeah,
With studio space and stuff, seeing how
how we're gonna make all that work.
but
Some super exciting stuff is coming, so subscribe, like. Let's not start with
share, post, comment,
that. No,
upload.
no, do what you guys want, but thanks for
Listen
for
to
watching.
the music.
That is the number one, I think. Go check out
New
his
songs
music.
every month.
You have a really good song in the works right now.
I got 2 songs in the works.
Yes,
Well,
two.
one you really like.
One I love, one I really like.
And they are basically done. I mixed them myself. One is called Stay With Me Tonight, and the other one will probably be called
This is the one I like? The one
Stay
I love?
With Me Tonight, huh?
Mm.
And the other one might be called Is It True? Or it might be called that.
Yeah.
I mixed them myself, but I don't know if I should invest money to get it done professionally.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how good they sound.
In the other podcast, did we link your YouTube channel? Where they can check out your music videos and all that?
If people watch my podcast, if they watch our podcast, the links are everywhere. Like the links is on my IG.
I know, but is it in the link of the description in YouTube?
Of YouTube?
Yeah.
My IG's on there. My IG leads.
Well,
to
we're
my
going to
music.
also add his YouTube channel in the links down below if
Yeah.
you're watching this on YouTube. Just
if
click
you're
on
watching-
it.
Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll add all the links. Problem is, I'm still trying to get verified with the OLC podcast on YouTube, which allows links in the description.
Oh.
So if they want links, they need to go into the YouTube bio, like the actual description about the channel.
Ah, okay.
The links are there. Links are on IGs. Mine are hers. Links are on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Links are
Basically everywhere.
everywhere. If you dig
In
a
my
little
bio
bit,
on Instagram.
if you dig a little bit, you'll find me everywhere. Or
But-
just search DUTTI on any platform,
And he'll pop up.
Google, and I'm there.
Yeah. Really good music. And even better music is on its way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll catch you on the next one.
Have a good one. OLC is key.
Observe, love, create.
And we're out.